All right, so I believe I'm recording. This time we're wanting to take a look at this absolute value inequality. And just like any absolute value, we want to get the absolute value by itself first. So let's write down what we have here. 10 times this absolute value of negative 4 times r minus 3 is greater than 77. All right, so let's add 3 to each side of this compound, or excuse me, of this inequality. The negative 3 and positive 3 cancel, and I have 10 times this absolute value, and 77 plus 3 is 80. So to get the absolute value by itself, let's divide by its coefficient, divide by 10, and also divide this side by 10. 10 divided by 10 is 1. So on the left-hand side, I have the absolute value of this negative 4r is greater than 8. All right, so when the arrow is pointing away from the absolute values, we come over and say that this absolute value of negative 4r, oops, no, I dropped the absolute value. I drop these absolute value bars and I have negative 4r is I do two things. I change the direction of the inequality and I change the sign of that number. And then and here I just simply drop the absolute value symbols, keep the direction, and don't change the sign. So I've taken this one equation and problem and split it into two problems. So let's come over here and get r by itself. Now, when we divide or multiply by a negative number, we have to change the direction of this inequality. So the negative 4 divided by negative 4 is 1. And on the left-hand side, I have r. But I no longer have less than. Because I divided both sides by a negative number, I have to change the direction of that inequality. And negative divided by negative is positive. 8 divided by 4 is 2. Let's come over here and do the same thing. We'll divide each side by negative 4. Negative 4 divided by negative 4 is 1. So on the left we have our r. But I divided by a negative number. I have to change the direction. It's now pointing to the left, and positive 8 divided by negative 4 is negative 2. So this is the answer that I'm looking for up here. Let's see, do I have it? R is greater than 2 or less than negative 2. They've just written the right portion of this on the left. With the word or, you can interchange these. It might be smart to make a quick sketch and to say, well, here's a negative 2, here's positive 2. If we're bigger than positive 2, then we're shading the right end of the number line. If we're less than negative 2, we're shading here. And this choice in D is saying strictly less than negative 2 or strictly greater than 2, so you can see that it matches up. Hope that helps, and I will talk to you later.